Y'all remember how like just a couple days ago I talked about the fact that Hiccup Dollar Tree was sold off Family Dollar? First they bought Family Dollar for like almost $10 billion, something absolutely ridiculous. Then just earlier this year, they sold it off for $1 billion. And they're saying it's because it wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. They weren't getting the kind of money they thought they were from it. And they were going to close. Family Dollar's like, well, we're going to close 1,000 stores because the leases that they have in those buildings is coming up for renewal. And since they're no longer under Dollar Tree, the people who bought Family Dollar, which is a, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. They decided they're not going to renew any of these leases, so they're going to close 1,000 stores, right? So get this. Let's see. Not all bad news. I have an article here I wanted to read you that Sarah sent me, and I think it's nice. It's great that Family Dollar is technically still going to be like in business. They're just doing things a little bit differently. So at Family Dollar, they are going to team up with Uber Eats. Now you think to yourself, what does Uber Eats have to do with Family Dollar? Well, Uber Eats is actually kind of friggin' genius because they're finding ways to team up with numerous places in order to still do deliveries. So instead of calling, ordering something at Walmart and having Spark deliver it, I think that's who it does, Spark, you now can order something from Family Dollar and Uber Eats will deliver it. At some point, I'm sure that other people will jump on it and do the delivery thing too. But right now they're saying here that Uber Eats is going to team up with like 5,000 stores across the United States. And according to the Family Dollar CMO, Bonita Price, this is what she said: by partnering with Uber Eats, it's now even easier to access essentials from the comfort of home. Which I was like, all right, so they're still trying to get people to not leave, to stay at home, to whatever. They want everything to be online or, less people. Because think about it. If more and more people are ordering online, staying home, they don't need nearly as much square footage and space for these stores because you're going to have less bodies in them. They don't really have to have the shelves the way they have them if they can turn it into more of a warehouse for pickers, like the people who work there to just go through and pull the orders. This is, I don't want to call it conditioning because that feels real conspiracy theorist, but y'all know me, I'm technically an underlying conspiracy theorist, right? This feels very much like that though, because with the way the economy is and what people are worried about because of President Trump's tariffs and this and that and whatever else, the ups, down, lefts, rights, people are worried about still the cost of living, the cost of running a business, the cost of having employees. If I were to go back into a business situation for myself, like start another business or do whatever, there's no way in hell I would have a brick and mortar store. As much as I personally, as a person, love brick and mortar stores and want to go into them and be able to shop and experience people and put my hands on things, as a business owner, no way in hell would I do that because the cost to own brick and mortar right now is effing ridiculous. You got to have the land, okay, or you have to lease the building. But if you're leasing the building, they can always take it from you or raise the prices, and that's kind of, crappy. Then you have to worry about having the employees. Well, if you have the employees, you want the good employees. The good employees are going to cost you more than the crappy employees. But no matter whether they're good employees or bad employees, you still have to have the insurance. You still have to have the workman's comp. You still have to have the payroll. You still have to have all these different things. And the cost. Then if you do have brick and mortar, not only do you have to pay the lease or to own the building, you have to pay the electricity. You have to pay the insurance on it. You have to pay the water. There's so many things that go into it. Whereas if you have an online presence or an online store, what do you got? You have your product that you're pushing, whether it's a manufactured product or a digital online product or a service. That's it. Your overhead is like, basically nothing. And it's a much more profitable way to have a business is by doing something online only kind of thing versus the brick and mortar stores. So when you see Family Dollar, who got bought out again, or sold to, I don't know if we're going to call it bought out or sold to, but the people who bought them are the same kind of company, and I can't not think of what it's called, and I don't have it in this article, and I said it in the last one when we talked about Family Dollar. So if y'all remember, go ahead and throw it in the comment section because I did not plan ahead for this one. They are a group. Starts with a P, and I cannot think of what it is. Either way, they're the people who go through and buy up these corporations, these companies, so that they can have the buildings, have the land, then turn around and lease it and rent it back to the same people that are in there, or they sell it or lease it off to other people. So the people who bought Family Dollar, they're not renewing the leases for those 1,000 buildings, right? but they could easily go through, let's say some of the 1,000 stores are on owned land. Let's say Family Dollar owned that spot where that building was. Well, now the people that own them can close down Family Dollar and then charge whatever's coming in there 10 times more for the lease, or they can sell that land to a developer to come through and knock down that building and put up townhomes, apartments, whatever else, and they can make way more money. It's all profit over people at the end of the day, no matter what. But the fact that they are now partnering with Uber Eats, I see this as a way that Family Dollar goes the way of Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond went bankrupt, closed down. Overstock.com bought them, and now Bed Bath & Beyond has an online presence where you can still purchase from Bed Bath & Beyond online, because they just keep everything in a warehouse now and it goes out that way. There is no more store you can walk into or anything like that. So according to this, it says expanded access at an incredible value goes a long way in helping our customers save time and do more, especially in underserved communities. Okay. They're always going to say underserved communities because it makes it sound like what they're doing is a good thing as opposed to what's best for them. It's what's best for the company, not what's best for the customer, right? Also, in honor of the launch, Uber Eats is offering 40% off of orders $30 or more from Family Dollar with the promo code FAMILY40 for a limited time. So, hey, there you go. If you want to use this, FAMILY40, go ahead and get yourself 40% off of $30 or more if you do the Uber Eats. But here's the thing. If you're consistently doing stuff like that, like these 40% offs or whatever else, then they're going to have to raise the prices in order for that to not completely kill their profit margins and everything else, because now you're paying Uber Eats, whereas before it's just a whole new way of companies making money, but screwing over the customers at the end of the day. So it says using Uber Eats, customers will be able to order a variety of products from Family Dollar, and Family Dollar hopes this will make its products easier to access for customers that need low-cost goods in a convenient way. To try ordering from Family Dollar using Uber Eats, simply open the Uber Eats app by tapping the retail or convenience section, because before it was all food, Uber Eats, and then searching for Family Dollar and adding items to your cart, then select a delivery time, checkout, and track it. Now, Uber Eats isn't free. So also think about this. They're giving you 40% off in the beginning to kind of like get you acclimated to or accustomed to ordering your Family Dollar products through Uber Eats so that they can go pick it up and deliver it to you. But then there's that fee. Same thing if you do DoorDash. I know a friend of mine, he would order McDonald's from DoorDash. And one, I'm like, that's lazy. Take your ass to McDonald's if you really want it, which also, why? But anyway, so he would order DoorDash because he was too lazy to go get it. And then DoorDash would bring it. And so now your, $18 Big Mac meal, it just cost you $30 because you had to pay the DoorDash fee to get it. Then they want a tip to bring it to you. And then they probably took a sip of your Coke, probably ate one of your fries, might have taken the pickles off your cheeseburger and then put it back together in the bag. You never know, because we've seen the videos. They're all over the place. This is not it might be more convenient so you don't have to get out and go to the store. So for people who have mobility issues, I fully understand it. People who don't have a car, I fully understand it. Everybody else, I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me to do that. But that's me. That's my personal thought process on it. I'm not going to use it, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't if it's something you want to do. But I do see it as a way that Family Dollar and Uber Eats and whoever bought Family Dollar, it's a way for them to just find ways to garner more money coming in their way. And it's not really about helping y'all at all, in the least. Never believe a company that says it is, especially a big one like that. No. But I thought it was interesting and I wanted to share it with you because it could help somebody. It could help somebody watching this to know that you can now still use the Family Dollar if it's one of the ones that stayed open versus the 1,000 that are closing, right? And you have mobility issues or don't have time or just want to take advantage, there we go, of the fact that Uber Eats is now there. Now, the one time I would say use this is when you're getting 40% off. So if you can use that, what is it, Family 40 to get 40% off, orders are $30 or more, do it. It doesn't say on here at all what the time frames are. So if you plan on ordering it, try it out. I would love to know if it worked for you and like what area you're in, if it does work. That way other people can do it. But I think it's something that everybody needs to know. Family Dollar, Uber Eats, making a little, Family Dollar, Uber Eats baby sandwich over here. Ew, no, sandwich over here on how to keep business going. But that's it. That's all I got for you on Family Dollar. So, bye.